Hey everybody, it's me, Shaw360, and I'm here with a haul video, and this haul is not so much about the CDs as it is about information for buying off of YouTube. So we're going to call this the YouTube haul / tutorial. All the CDs you see here are CDs that I bought off of YouTube. The reason why I'm showing it like this is because I get a lot of questions on my channel about where do you buy CDs, how do you get CDs for a decent price. I do a lot of shopping on Amazon.com. I do a little bit of eBay shopping, and I do a lot of shopping for new CDs. But when I want used, I really like to shop on YouTube. I haven't done it in a while because I haven't bought as many older CDs lately. But when I first started my collection, I would go to the search bar in YouTube and I would type in K-pop album sale, and it would bring up every video somebody had made about selling albums, and then I'd use the filters to narrow it down for like the last week or sometimes the last month, and I would see what people had for sale. Now, I'm not going to say that YouTube is a foolproof means for buying CDs, because just like any other type of avenue that you use, there's always scammers. You know, I've had scammers on eBay, and I've had a scammer on YouTube before. So I'm going to show you kind of what I bought, the process I went through buying it, and then I'm also going to give you some helpful tips for if you decide you want to buy on YouTube. So the first thing I'm going to start with is this album here. It's Beast, Fiction, and Fact. As you can see, it's got kind of a patiny leather kind of look to it. Printed on the side. The track list is in the back, and it's really hard to see because of the texturization of the actual album itself. Comes with your CD here and your book there, and it's in great condition. It's in practically new condition. I got the CD from Random Me 2011. I feel confident saying her name because she's just really popular on YouTube and she knows, so no big deal. But I'm going to show you kind of what I went through before I bought it. So before I purchased it, I listened to her price. She was offering the album for $15 shipped. Now, this album does not come with a photo card, so that wasn't one of the things I had to consider when I was deciding whether or not I wanted to buy this. Before I made an offer to her, I went to several different places to get price comparisons. I went on eBay to see kind of what the lowest price was on eBay. Also, I keep into consideration where it's shipped from, because I know if I buy from her, it's shipping here in the United States, whereas if I buy from somebody else, it's coming from out of the country most of the time. I also checked on Amazon.com, and I did find a lower price used. However, it would have been shipping from Japan, which when you're shipping that far away, there's always the chance your package could get lost or that it could get damaged in shipping, so that's the reason why I kind of prefer to buy in the United States if I can. And then I checked K-Town for you for the cost of a brand new CD. And when I checked the cost, it would have been about 50 cents more for brand new, but again, it's coming from Korea, so that would have taken some time, and it's not like I would be missing the photo card. So the red prices are new prices, and the blue prices are used prices. So after considering all that, I figured the price was decent, so I was willing to go with it. Also, I like Random Me, so I didn't mind giving her money, because chances are she's going to use the money to buy new K-pop, and I'm going to get to watch her do a video on the new K-pop she bought. Also, she's a sweetheart, so of course she gave little freebies and stuff, kind of like how you'd get if you were buying from K-Town for you or something. So I really did appreciate this a lot. But that's just an example of kind of the thought process I go through when I'm thinking about buying things on YouTube before I even make an offer. Alright, so we're going to go to the next transaction that I had off of YouTube. I bought Shiny World 2 concert CD, and I bought Shiny's first album, the black and white cover. So I'm going to show you the two albums I got and talk to you a little bit about why I got them. So, I'm sorry my camera's so blurry, guys. So I got Shiny World, the album, and then I got Shiny World Concert 2. I hadn't been planning on getting Shiny World Concert because, as you guys know, I don't really collect live CDs. It's not my thing. But I do collect their studio albums. I had always wanted the black and white cover of this, but the black and white cover is not the one that most K-pop places are stocking. Most places have the green cover. This cover is starting to get out of print. So when I saw the price she had for this, it was really, really fair. And then she had a really low price for this one, and it's in great condition. I'll show you. See, it's got the 2 CDs, the booklet. The pages are still in quite good shape. There's not a lot of creases on the corners. It's in really good condition, as you can see. So, but anyway, the combined price for the two of them, she offered $22 combined, including shipping. Now, a lot of times when I'm thinking about this, I'll ask myself, is there a photo card for any of the CDs? Now, this CD, I think maybe First Press had a photo card. I'm not sure, but I know that if I bought this new, it wouldn't have come with a photo card, because I've been watching unboxings of this one and people haven't been getting photo cards with it recently. Also, to ask whether or not there's photo cards for the album, I like to go to photocardboards.net/board/6/photocard-lists. At this website, they have lists of all of the most popular K-pop groups and whether or not their albums come with photo cards. And they also make notes about whether or not they come with First Press, because like AOA, a lot of their older albums, you'll only get a photo card if you get First Press. So really good information on this website. It's a lot of where I look at whenever I'm trying to determine if I'm going to buy an album used. So comparing prices for Amazon.com, the Shiny World CD alone was really expensive. $22 brand new, $22 again used. The Shiny World Black and White album wasn't as expensive. I could get it for about $12 from Japan, but when you look at these combined prices, I really got a great deal. Same thing with eBay.com. The cheapest prices I saw were for the album brand new, and it still would have been over $40. And then on K-Town For You, they did have the second concert for a reasonable price. However, they did not have the black and white cover for the first album at all, so I couldn't even tell you what the price would have been there. So I got a great deal for having combined shipping, for having two items at once. Now, my next haul, I got quite a bit more. So in this haul, I got Mono Scandal by U-Kiss, which it's not in perfect condition. You can see there's I don't know if you can tell, there's a little bit of a flaw in here. It's like, see along the edge, there's a little bit of bending. And then it's just kind of a fragile album anyway. Like if you've been opening it and closing it, the color kind of wears away in the creases. And then it's made really cheaply. So even though it's got like really awesome pictures, the corners kind of get a little bedraggled because it's just cardboard. It's not sturdy, I guess I should say. But I've got the Stop Girl album from U-Kiss, and it's in great condition. Like, it's just really, really perfect. It's got this weird kind of duo photo book thing where they like divided the members in half. And so one photo book is on one half of the group and one photo book is on the other. But it's in great condition. I really like the binding on this one. I got Jay Park's New Breed. It's in great condition. There's your CD there. There's your photo book there. His fine ass. Ugh. He's so good looking. So got that. And it looks a little bit scratched up, but I know that that's because of the way this album is made. It's not that they treated it wrong. It's got that kind of matte finish in the back that makes it look like that. So there's really nothing that the seller could have done to make it look any better. Then I've got Jay Park's Take a Deeper Look. This one is got a bit more packaging to it. You see it's got the back, and there's the track list, and it kind of picks up a little bit of dirt on the back. I don't know. It's just the way it is. But it comes with the booklet, which is, you can use it as a scheduler. I never would, but, you know, I guess some people don't mind writing in their albums. And then the CD itself, oh, he's so good looking. There. And then I also bought from her this album. Now this is Beast Midnight Sun, and as you can probably tell, it's pretty beat up. Like it looks pretty rough. She said that the mask had fallen off before and she'd glued it back on, and it was in rough condition. Also, It came with the photo card. However, the photo card is extremely damaged. I don't know if you can tell, but it's super damaged. Like, this is not a photo card you could ever begin to resell. It's just there. But I wanted this album because I love the songs on this so much. I was willing to go for kind of a rougher look. Also, I got a discount for buying the rougher condition. But anyway, this big haul right here, when I initially tried to negotiate price with her, I offered her $60. After I offered her the $60, she told me that there were quite a few defects with the Beast album. So that lowered the price I was willing to pay, and she offered me a $3 discount, or I asked for a $3 discount. She went with it. So for those 5 albums, I paid $57 with shipping. Now, whenever I make bigger payments, I only pay with PayPal. There are a lot of people online who will ask you if you want to pay with concealed cash. You can do that if you want to. The only bad thing about concealed cash is that concealed cash isn't trackable. Not only that, but you also have no kind of insurance about the money you spend, which is the other reason why I pay with PayPal. And when I pay with PayPal, I do not use the friends and family option. You have to use the option that's like for merchants or goods and services, because it's the only protection you have, because people can erase their videos, they can not return your emails when you ask where your stuff is, and they can just lie about why you gave them the money. And if you use friends and family, PayPal will absolutely not hear from you in terms of like, oh, I think this person took my money. They'll say, well, it was a gift, so you don't have any claim here. Whereas if you use goods and services, when you send the money, you have the opportunity to write a message on there saying what the money was used for, what your mailing address is, and when you do that, that gives you assurances. If your items don't come, you can contact PayPal and they'll give you your money back. So that's why I never recommend using concealed cash if you're making a big payment, especially if you're talking about an out-of-country payment. I definitely recommend that you pay with PayPal. Alright, so comparing prices, you saw that I got a lot of stuff here, so I kind of just went for whatever the lowest price was on the particular website to see what I would pay if I was buying these things individually from other resources. So K-Town for You, the only 2 CDs they had in stock from the lot that I just bought were Mono Scandal and Midnight Sun. I'm estimating shipping would be about $12 because that is around what shipping would be for 2 albums. I would be spending $33, which is cheaper than $57, but I would be missing 3 albums because 3 of the albums are, I guess, out of print. For eBay.com, they had all the items. Some of them I could get new for cheaper. Some of them I could get used for cheaper. I'm still looking at $75.76. That's way more expensive, almost $20 more than what I ended up paying. Then Amazon.com, I looked at the same prices, mostly used, mostly from out of the country. I'm still looking at $74. So I got a good deal by paying for it on YouTube and negotiating with a person. So definitely YouTube is a great resource if you're looking to build up your collection, but you just don't have the money to maybe buy everything brand new. So you can use this to kind of get a couple of gently used items for a good price. Now here are my tips for smart shopping. First, you got to find out who it is you're buying from. Look at the seller's channel for other sale videos, number of subbies, and video content. Are they selling the same item on different backgrounds, or do they never speak in their videos? Why do I say this? Because I've had my videos stolen off my channel before, and while the person who stole my videos off my channel used that in order to be able to get money off of people viewing my videos, there have been times where people have stolen videos and used them to pretend to have an item for sale, and they actually didn't, and they got people's money that they sent and then never sent them anything. So definitely you want to kind of see if the person that you're buying from has a reputation. Have they been on YouTube for long? Have people left comments for them? Do people ever mention, hey, I got that thing that you sent me? Do they have subbies, which means they've kind of been around for a while? So those are the things you kind of want to pay attention to when you're looking at the person who you want to buy from. Next, ask for clear close-up photos of the item, especially photo cards. So chances are when you first put in your offer for something, they're going to ask you to email them, and when you start emailing each other, especially with the photo cards, ask for close-up pictures. Like I was trying to show you on the UKISS album, there was some damage on there that you really couldn't see with my video camera, but if I was in good lighting and I took a close-up picture, you'd be able to see the flaws that were there. So you want to do that, especially with the photo cards, because they are so small and every little defect really can affect the value of what you're getting. What could look like a good deal on a photo card might not be so good once you realize that there's a ding that runs from front to back. So definitely ask for better evidence. Next, don't be afraid to negotiate if you think the price is too high, but don't be a jerk about trying to get a deal. So like on the Beast album, yes, there was one option for getting it cheaper from Amazon used. However, like I said, I like Random Me, I didn't mind paying a little bit more, and it was here in the United States. However, if somebody was offering that same album for $20, I might tell them, hey, $20 is a little high because I can get it brand new other places. Would you take this much? And then maybe I might tell them, this is where I saw the cheaper price. I'm not going to look at them and say, well, I know I can get it for $9.55 on Amazon, so that's what you need to offer it to me for. Well, I have to take into account that this person is in the United States, so I'm going to get it shipped sooner. And also, you know, the album is worth that. That might be a low price, but that might be like an unreasonably low price because it's coming from somebody who owns a K-pop shop as opposed to somebody who's selling out of their personal collection. And then lastly, be mindful of shipping cost. Cards are cheap to send if they're small, unless you want tracking. So like your regular photo card, your small kind of almost baseball card size photo card, you can put that in a greeting card inside of a top loader and send it for virtually no money, maybe $1 at the most. But if you're scared that the card's not going to get to you, if it's an extremely valuable card or a rare card, you might want tracking. Well, tracking costs money because the service costs more. So if I wanted tracking for a photo card, I might send it priority mail. That's going to cost me at minimum $5.75. So be prepared to pay your shipping cost if you want tracking. Now, albums, on the other hand, they're bigger items, heavier items, and they're more expensive to ship. So factor those costs into quote your own price bids. So if I want an album and I'm shipping here in the United States to somebody, or somebody's shipping to me in the United States, I might limit the amount of albums I get from them if I know that I want a lot, but by getting the big batch that I want, it's going to cost me more. If somebody is from out of the country, a lot of the times I won't even ask them about their album prices because I know while their album might sell for cheap, shipping is going to cost a lot. I recently sent out the UKISS album that I did for my giveaway. Shipping for that really thin album was like $16. So, I mean, it's not cheap to send albums. They're bigger, they're heavier, they take up more space. So definitely keep those costs in mind when you're offering, because yes, you want a deal, but you also have to realize the cost that it's going to be involved for the seller. So these are my tips for smart shopping on YouTube. I hope you guys can use them, and I hope you enjoy this video. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I'll let you know of my personal experiences, and I don't know, just try to give you as much advice as I can. That way you guys can get the same deals that I get. Have a great day, and I will see you on the very next video. Bye!